Hey guys, HDvee here, and welcome back to a brand new video. Now, as we all know, the Pokemon Crown Tundra DLC is coming out later this year, and even though we know a lot about it already because, well, it's been leaked, hopefully there's still quite a few things left for us to be discovered when the second expansion pass does drop. So today, I'm going to be going over my hopes and expectations for the Crown Tundra DLC. If you're excited for the video, drop a like down below. Let's try and hit 750. Make sure to leave a comment. What are your biggest hopes and expectations for the Crown Tundra? And subscribe if you're brand new. We do daily Pokemon content on this channel. With all of that out of the way though, let's get into the video, and I really hope that you enjoy. So, starting things off, it's a pretty simple, quick, easy one, but it's just to have a daycare in the Crown Tundra. I don't know about you, but it was really annoying for me not to have a daycare in the Isle of Armor. I hated having to go back and forth between Route 5 and then fly all the way back to Isle of Armor. It's not a huge problem, but I would have just liked it more if we just had a nice little daycare that I could have used to breed Pokemon, hunt for shinies, you know, breed competitive mons, whatever floats your boat. Would have just been nice to have in the Isle of Armor. So in the Crown Tundra, hopefully we just have something like that. I mean, we didn't even have a Pokemon Center really in the Isle of Armor. It was just one door. No idea what went on back in that door, but something definitely was interesting in that little location. So hopefully in the Crown Tundra we do have like a Pokemon Center and a daycare next to it. It probably won't happen. It'd just be more for convenience really. It's not going to be the end of the world if we don't get it, but I would just like to see something like that happen in the Crown Tundra DLC when it does drop later this year. Coming up next, I really hope we have difficult raid battles for the legendary Pokemon. Obviously, one of the biggest features coming in the Crown Tundra is the whole raid situation where you can do the whole co-op thing and then you fight a legendary at the end of it. Have no idea how it's going to happen because obviously it sounds like we're just going to get multiple of every single legendary. So I don't know if it's going to be like a one-time thing for each legendary or whatever. I don't know. But right now, it just seems like we're going to be able to get a bunch of legendaries and a lot of shinies too if they're not shiny locked. So obviously to just combat this, I think it would be great to have these raid battles be super difficult, just like the Mewtwo one. Those ones that released back in February weren't just willy-nilly ones where you go in, you just do your strongest attacks and you win. You had to go in with a plan, some tactics, because you would lose if you didn't have a team just specifically made for this Mewtwo raid. So I really hope that all of the legendary raids are similar to this. They're all very difficult to beat, just simply because we're going to be able to catch a legendary at the very end of it. If not that, then maybe just have the catch rate super low for the legendaries. I really don't know, but I think it's going to be a little bit unfortunate if everyone's just got 20,000 Mewtwo's because they're really easy to beat and really easy to catch. So hopefully those raids are very difficult and we actually have a challenge trying to catch these legendary Pokemon when this whole raid situation thingy happens when the Crown Tundra does drop later this year. Coming up next for my next hope is that the storyline is just really long. The Isle of Armor felt like I could have completed it within like 2 hours, which isn't great for DLC. You know, it's quite an expensive little DLC pack, about 20 odd pound or whatever, 30 odd dollars. So you'd expect a little bit for your money, and the Isle of Armor just for me was a little bit short. It was very easy to complete, and it didn't really offer me anything like difficulty wise, or after the actual DLC was completed I didn't really feel like there was much to do. I know we're obviously getting the 4 different parts in the Crown Tundra, all surrounding like the different legendaries and stuff, like the legendary birds in the first part, then the Regis, then the Ultra Beasts, and then the Calyrex forms, which sounds great and it sounds a lot longer than what the Isle of Armor was. But at the end of the day, I still hope that the storyline is relatively long and it gives us about 6 to 7 hours of just pure gameplay, which would be great. I really hope that that is the situation that we come up against when the Crown Tundra does drop. Carrying on from this as well, with my next hope and expectation is that there's just something we can do after the Crown Tundra storyline, because the way I look at it is the Crown Tundra is going to be like the last bit of Pokemon content we get for the mainline games for a while, really, until something drops next year, whether that be Diamond and Pearl remakes or Let's Go Johto or even some more DLC packs, who knows. But at the end of the day, the Crown Tundra is going to be the last bit of Pokemon content we get, barring like side games and stuff like Pokemon Snap and everything like that. So it has to have something relatively good at the end of it. I know we're getting the whole legendary raid system, which hopefully will offer us a lot of things to do and will take up a lot of time to do. But if we do all that, we're going to be left with nothing. I know they're going to just keep giving us raid events and stuff, which is great. I love that. But I really hope there's something else to do after the Crown Tundra. I know we're probably going to be able to battle like Peony or whatever, or Peony's daughter every day, just like we can battle Mustard and then obviously Clara or Avery. That's fine. but still I feel like we need something more just to keep us entertained until the next game comes after the Crown Tundra, whenever that may be and whatever it may be, because Pokemon fans have a short attention span. It just is. I mean, myself included. You know, when Pokemon game comes out and I complete it, I'm always looking forward to the next one. So definitely going to be doing that when the Crown Tundra does drop. Coming up next for my next hope for the Crown Tundra DLC is just Mega Evolutions. Now this is a huge hope, and it most likely isn't going to happen, but at the same time, no one was expecting following Pokemon in the Isle of Armor. No one saw it coming. It was a massive shock, and it was a great little surprise because no one was really thinking about it in the slightest, and then bang, out of nowhere, following Pokemon. So even that can happen. You never know. Mega Evolutions could also be on their way, and just to think about for a second, there's so many Pokemon coming back in the Crown Tundra that can Mega Evolve. On the leaked Pokedex, we obviously have Mega Aerodactyl coming back. We have the Mega Hoenn starters coming back, being Blaziken, Sceptile, and Swampert. We have Aggron coming back, Altaria. We have Absol coming back. We have Salamence. We have Megros. We have the Latias and Latios Megas. We have Garchomp. We have Ordino as well. We have so many Pokemon coming back in the Crown Tundra that they can Mega Evolve, and also all the items are already in the game, not that you can access, but they're just in the coding, like all the Mega Evolution items, you know, the bracelets, the actual Mega Evolution ball thingies, whatever you need to Mega Evolve, they're all there, so it easily could happen. So it is a bit of a long shot, and it probably won't happen, but I would love to see Mega Evolution be available to us in the Crown Tundra DLC. Coming up next is just simply more Gigantamax forms. Obviously we got a load of these in the Isle of Armor when that dropped in June earlier this year, and we haven't really been given any new ones in the Crown Tundra that we know of, so a nice little surprise would be to have some more G-Max forms. Obviously I did just make a video going over some Gigantamax forms I would love to see in the Crown Tundra DLC, and I still stick to that. I would love to see a lot of Gigantamax forms in the Crown Tundra. It'd be great. Who doesn't love Gigantamax forms? Also, it'd be a way for it to just give some more Pokemon an extra burst of life as well that maybe didn't get something earlier on in the game. Also, Calyrex's forms must have to get a Gigantamax form. I mean, it'd be silly not to be fair, but obviously we have no idea if we're getting any, but it would be great to see some Gigantamax forms in the Crown Tundra when it does drop. And finishing things off, for my last hope and expectation for the Crown Tundra DLC is returning characters. I don't know who is the most important character in Pokemon for you, but I would love to see Red back, I'd love to see Blue back, Cynthia, any of the old champions. I'd like to just see them be able to be battled, or even just getting their clothing items or something like that. I would just like them back in the Crown Tundra in some form. It'd be great to have some like Frontier kind of situation going on. That would be insane. I don't think it's going to happen. We haven't seen anything about it in the leaks. I mean, the leaks are kind of just showed us everything really, but there's still some surprises left in. I mean, there will always be, like the following Pokemon. Nobody saw that coming. No one saw it in the leaks or anything. So that was fantastic. But returning characters would always be great to see. I always like seeing some familiar faces and battling them and seeing what their teams are like in the next games. It'd be great. I'd absolutely love to see returning characters back in the Pokemon Sword and Shield DLC. But with that though, it does wrap up my list for my hopes and expectations for the Crown Tundra DLC. I don't know if you guys agree with anything on my list. Hopefully you think it's not too bad. I don't think it's awful. But if you guys did enjoy the video, please do drop a like down below. Let's try and hit 750 likes. Make sure to leave a comment as well with any hopes and expectations that you have for the Crown Tundra DLC. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. And make sure to subscribe as well if you're brand new. We do daily Pokemon content on this here channel. Make sure to subscribe to the second channel as well, HDvee Plays. It's in the description down below. That's where all the Pokemon Let's Plays are right now. We're currently playing through Pokemon Platinum, randomized version where I can only catch other players' Pokemon, so that's fantastic. It's going well. But that's going to be everything for today's video. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Take care, stay safe, and peace.